Join me as we watch Survivor. This is episode 4 of season 49. Sophie's not wrong. They are the underdogs at this point. They have lost and lost and lost. And it's just her and the other guy now. And their boat is now floating away. Oh my goodness. This poor girl lost her shoe to the ocean. They can't win for trying. They are switching tribes. They always do the switch at 14 players, and they're there. Ooh, drop your buffs. All right, here's my woo-woo self coming out. The fact that they buried those buffs in the sand and then they stomped on them, they are grounding that into the earth, and they are putting every intention for that to be where that stays. They are ready to leave that behind and start new, and I am so here for it. She's missing a shoe. Well, Sophie and Alex got separated. There's only 2 teams, it looks like. They just did a Survivor fake out. There was no challenge. It was just to switch flags. Or switch tribes. He grabbed the wrong flag because he was red tribe and now he's yellow. That's funny. They also have to go back to a tribe where there is nothing. There's no flint. There's no shelter. There's no fire. They've been losing this entire time. So the other tribe has the upper hand at the moment. All right, day 2, we're back to trying to finish watching Survivor. I have to finish Survivor and Amazing Race today because Dancing with the Stars is on tonight. So let's get going. However, I did find some dedicated time to watch this and report back to you guys because I'm at the laundromat. So let's do this. So Adrian is on the team that has the majority for his old tribes. However, this guy doesn't have a vote because he went and found the Beware advantage. So until his tribe loses, he can't vote at tribal council. He is now on a new tribe. And if they lose, poor Sophie is on the same tribe, and she's saying that she hasn't seen fire unless it's at tribal council because she's on the team that's been losing. This poor girl, I hope she takes it all the way. I am always here for an underdog story. She's really grateful, but she's the only one on that tribe. But so is Alex on the other tribe. So they're already at a disadvantage because it's 1 versus however many else. All right, so they're talking about the tribe that has literally nothing because they've been losing and losing and losing. They've got no camp, essentially. They have no food. They have no fire, no flint. This is wild. And again, Alex is the only one. There's 4 from one tribe, 2 from another, and him. He's on the bottom. I love how Steven's like, I'm Steven with the V. Sage, where were we going with this? A jar of blackheads, babe? I hope we're doing witchcraft, and then okay. Poor Alex has only had 1 coconut the entire time that they've been playing Survivor. He's asking the rest of them, what is it like when you eat? Like, how does it work? They're talking about the snails being escargot. I love snails. I literally stepped on one like a week ago and I cried. I cried because I had to watch it ooze out on the sidewalk. It was heartbreaking, you guys. My husband was like, it's okay, babe, it's okay. Tears were streaming. I don't think I could ever eat a snail. I really don't think I could because I know they're slimy and because I love them so much. Even if I was on Survivor, I don't think the slime, you guys, I don't think I could get past the slime. I love that the girls are going to stick together. I think, is her name Shannon? I can't remember, to be honest. Oh, Savannah. I was wrong. So, Sophie and Savannah. And the fact that Savannah is saying that Sophie reminds her of her friends back home, that will solidify a bond because they're homesick right now. They're missing the people that they love the most. And if someone reminds them of that and gives them that sense of familiarity and comfortability, there's just a level of trust that's just kind of like innately within us that's like, oh, you're familiar, you feel safe. Safety, trust. You don't trust people that you don't feel safe with, essentially. Oh, he's like, Sophie, can I introduce you to fire? That's really sweet. So now Sophie's going to have some kind of bond with Nate because of that. It's such a small, simple thing, but it's something that it's so essential. She hasn't had it. So that's going to really, yeah, look. Oh, they're going to connect. She's like, I'm loyal. Work with me. I'm your girl. And I don't blame her. She's literally the only one. She has to scramble right now, but not in a bad way. She's more scrounging, if I would say. Like, she knows she's at the bottom. She's scraping her way to the top. And she's doing it smart. She's like giving everybody the exact same pitch, because then when people talk to them, like each other, right, they're gonna say, sorry, she was talking there, if she gives the same pitch to each person on the tribe, once they go talk to each other, because she's the one single solo duck by herself, she's by herself, she's a sitting duck essentially, they can vote her off easily because they have the majority against her. But if she gives the same pitch to everyone, hey, I'm a number for you, 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 I think there's 6 of them, right? Well, that's 1 and 1 and 1. That's now 6 allies. If they decide, oh, well, she is the one by herself, let me grab her, let me scoop her up now. And that's what I mean by, like, she's scrounging, not scrambling. Scrambling is more like chicken with your head cut off. Scrounging, in my opinion, is like you are determined and you're being resourceful and you are using every bit of grit that you have to essentially claw yourself out of a hole that you've somehow fallen into, right? So that's really sweet. Nate was sad about missing his family, and Sophie is connecting with him. Again, that fire connection from earlier is starting to make a play. He's over there crying, and she's connecting with him, and she's offering condolences and some safe space essentially for him to show his emotions, but also some comfort and some relief of like, hey, you know what, some solace, if you will, like, I also feel that way, this is temporary, we got this. She's building connections because she's on the bottom. Savannah is smart. She's feeling everybody out, and she's clocking the fact that Jason is still super loyal to the old Hina tribe, and that he's going to more than likely be loyal to them if they come back to emerge, if they both make it there. Savannah is also asking the right kind of questions. There are certain questions that you have to ask to get information. If you don't connect, if you don't ask to, like, get to know these people, you're not going to know how they work, what they've done in their life, what they've had to overcome, how they thrive, how they, you know, overcome challenges, adversity, and move throughout life. It's how they're going to move in the game. She's asking him about his job. What's his name? Matt. The guy was in finance before working at, I guess, an airport or airplane or doing whatever he does there. She's talking about how he's high up in the finance world. That's a red flag for her, because you have to be smart to do finance. Like, math is my least favorite subject. Free is my favorite number. So Christina and Shannon are now connecting because of the spiritual side. And that's good for Shannon, because she's on a tribe with someone who came from her old tribe with her, but they weren't in an alliance. So she's like, bye, girl. Christina losing her mom, Karen. But she calls her Care. Oh, that's sweet. It's been 3 years. Oh, and she shared that. Oh, she shared that with Shannon. So that's going to bond them. Oh, I'm going to tear up. But listening to the way that Christina talks about her mom, Karen, she lived such a beautiful life. And this, you know, shows addiction doesn't discriminate. Loss does not discriminate. Grief does not discriminate. Oh, good luck. So Sage and Shannon were on the same team, and now they're the only two that are on this new, I think, Hina tribe. And Sage is basically in her private, you know, talks to us on the camera. She's basically calling out Shannon for kicking up her spirituality, kicking up her religiousness, and talking about it so much more openly, because the people that came to this tribe, they are open to it. She, on the other hand, is like, again, already over it. She's a lot like me. She can't hide it. If she doesn't like something, you're going to see it on her face. I called this from the very, very freaking jump. It was the same for her and for Savannah. Neither one of them liked it, and they were playing into it, because that's how you build connections. But you can only play for so long. You can only be fake for so long, especially if you're a real bitch like me. Fake don't work, because my face is going to tell you what I think of you. So when they came in, this time Sophie, because she was on the other tribe, she stood on the wrong mat because she used to be that color. Just like Adrian did earlier with grabbing the wrong color flag. That's so funny. So I wonder if it's the lack of having food, if it's just the overwhelm of being on camera, if they're exhausted, if it's the heat deprivation or dehydration, all of that. You know what I mean? The food deprivation, all the things. As I said, I came to do laundry. See my laundry basket? I just whacked my hand on the back of one of the freaking doors of the dryer washer things. You guys, oh, let me tell you. Not only did I whack it in the exact same part of my thumb wrist area right here, that I broke when I was 19, fractured, whatever it is. Oh my God, that healed back together and was never fixed. But I also get cysts right here. And this is my art hand, my drawing hand, my work hand, my predominant hand. Oh my God, y'all. Say a little prayer for me, 'cause it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, owie. Oh my God, it literally is like numb. Oh. The reason I say this is because they didn't have to bring that shoe. They could have been like, screw you, Sophie. End up wearing, wear those shoes that are 2 sizes too big for you for the whole rest of the season. Because that puts her at a disadvantage if she does not have the proper equipment. Hello? I don't know. I don't know if I would have done that. If I have to do laundry, I'm getting myself a little sweet treat. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in the last, when they swapped tribes earlier, Sophie was saying that she lost her shoe to the ocean. The other team found her shoe and brought it to the challenge. You cannot make this shit up. No, I mean, that makes me wonder, did someone on production find it and go toss it over, close to it? Or did it really drift over to the other tribe's island? Like, this is wild, you guys. This is why I love this kind of shit, because how does that happen? You can't make this up. This is the first time I think anybody has ever complained about food being offered to them. She said, this is diet food, because he brought a whole bunch of fruit. Oh my gosh. So this is the first time that most of them, or all of them technically, aside from Sophie, has gone to tribal council. She's the only one that knows what's to come. So now they have to kind of go back to the beach and essentially scramble for the first time, because they've never been to tribal. They don't know what to expect. So essentially Sophie is probably going to be safe, because Jason and Matt are both on the outs, and Matt kind of cost them that challenge a little bit, or they could say that's why they want to vote him out, because it took him so many attempts to get across the balance beam. So let's see how it works out. So for this challenge, they have to all be in a boat, and they have to pull it to the shore and get a whole bunch of puzzle pieces and stuff like that, which they did really good. Hina got there first, but one of the sashes that they used to, like the lassos that they pull the boat with, was stuck under the boat when they got to the shore. So they all had to get out. Obviously, they were already pulling the ropes, but one of them was still in the boat, so it was like holding it down. So they lost the lead that they had. It was a small lead, but a lead is a lead. But this also speaks to why you never give up and you keep going your absolute hardest, because Survivor challenges, see, he just fell off. Matt fell off right at the very end. Anything can happen, and the smallest little thing can change the momentum and the trajectory of this game so easily. One wrong move. She took her time and she's already across. Matt had to go all the way back, and now he's across. Oh my God, actually technically that did not count for him either, because he didn't make it to the mat. Oh my God, Matt fell again. They're having to transport blocks across a balance beam, and Matt just cannot get it together. Oof. Matt finally made it across, but he's still got a whole nother trip to go, and probably one more, I think. He made it. Matt made it. So essentially, once they've crossed the beam, now the rest of the team has to grab another balance beam, which is carrying more blocks. They have it suspended with ropes, and each of the sides have to go across the same balance beams and not lose their blocks. If they lose the blocks, they all start over. This is wild. They got to stack all of the blocks by lifting each other and, like, getting it up there. They've got taller people on the other team, the blue team, so they did it, and they're on the mat. Wow, yep, they just won it. So essentially, Matt in the beginning kind of cost them the lead a little bit when they had to, like, carry the blocks over the thing. So Steven is calling out Shannon because of the guru thing. He's smart because she's smart. He's like seeing through how smart she is. Yep, how good she is at connecting with people. People who are spiritual have a good time, or an easy time, I should say. I mean, both. I have a good time reading people's energies. But we also have a very easy time connecting with people because of that reason. Because I can read you like a book from way over there before you even get over here and open your mouth and say something to me. Steven is clocking that from listening to her talk and talk and talk. Good morning, everybody. All right, so today's day 3. I'm trying to finish episode 4 of Survivor. I am probably about 3/4 of the way in, so we're going to finish Tribal Council, and I'm going to continue to... I can't even talk, it's so early. I'm going to continue to report on it here. I've got like 18% left on my iPad, so I'm going to have to run back in the house to get a cord to watch Dancing with the Stars. I fell asleep really, really early last night, so I actually missed Dancing with the Stars, and I'm not about to watch any spoilers or have anything ruined for me, so we are going to sit right here, finish Survivor, and then go straight into Dancing with the Stars, so let's go. Alright, so we're jumping right back into it. We are right before Tribal Council. They've made it back to the beach, and Rizzo does not have a vote because he found the Beware Advantage at his old tribal camp. So I can't talk, you guys, it's so early. Okay. He found the Beware Advantage at his old campground before they swapped tribes. So now he's on the new tribe. He could not find the idol until they lost a challenge, or his tribe, the team that he was on, lost a challenge. Well, that is now, and they've made it back to the beach. So now he is entrusting Sophie, the only single solo person from the two that were split up, the reason they did the merge to begin with. Rizzo told Sophie that he doesn't have a vote, and he's telling her about the fact that he hasn't found the idol. He's giving her some trust, so that way maybe she'll help him find it. He'll find it, because right now he doesn't have a vote, and they're getting ready to go to Tribal. So Rizzo's actually told everybody else about it, essentially. Except for, it seems like one person. Savannah, they're all looking for the idol without Rizzo. He's not even at the water well. But they're digging for it. Nate and Savannah are digging. Oh, there it is. There it is. Jawan found it. Oh, wait, no. Savannah grabbed it. Okay, but they all found it. They're all together. They know it's there. Yeah, she opened it. Oh my gosh, Savannah opened it. It says, use this map to find the idol. Use the key to unlock the idol and claim it for yourself. If you don't secure the idol before the time that you go to Tribal Council, the idol is dead and you can't participate in the vote tonight. Okay, but since she found it, does it affect her or does it affect Rizzo? I don't know. They think it affects Rizzo. Oh, okay, they gave it to him. All right. He's got to go out to the water to find this. He knows exactly where it's at, but he's going to be soaked when he comes back. Oh my gosh. But they're covering for him. If he can find this, then he'll get his vote back. Good luck to him. Wow, he found the treasure chest. Oh my gosh. How exciting. There it is. This kid is living his Survivor dream. And I gotta hand it to him. Since episode 1, he's doing the damn thing. He's doing what needs to be done to get further ahead. So they're all now working together to essentially figure out who they want to vote out, Matt or Jason. Let's see what happens. But here's the thing. Matt and Jason also both know that they're on the chopping block. And they're sitting there talking to each other like, what do we do? What do we do? Matt is pitching Sophie. Matt is planning something. He's trying to talk to everybody and like make deals with everybody. He wants to make a big move, but I don't understand or see what he sees right now. Jason is like figured out that it's between him and Matt, but he's basically trying to downplay his like abilities essentially. So he's talking about playing his shot in his dark. He's being manipulative though. He is a rattlesnake. What did he say? He said he's a crab with his pinchers kind of curled away right now. He's smart though because he's kind of playing that lay down and die and saying, you know, you guys are all four together anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You don't need me. I'm going to take my shot in the dark. He's smart. So I forgot that Matt and Jawan met each other at that challenge where they had to shoot coconuts into the baskets. I forgot about that. Matt is asking him if he wants to make a big move. He wants to vote out Nate. Woo! Okay. I mean, I see what he's saying. Him, Jawan, Sophie, and I can't remember the other person. But he wants to... Oh, and Jason. He wants to get out Nate. And that's smart. Nate is the director guy or producer or whatever. He's the Hollywood guy. And now they're in an alliance called The Section. Okay, it looks like Jawan doesn't believe him, though. Because he just ran back and told Savannah and Rizzo. Oh, no. He told Nate. Jawan told Nate. Ooh, Nate is saying Matt is dead to him. Yikes. So they're all actually unsure of, like, who they're going to vote out. Because Savannah wants to vote out Jason, and so does Rizzo. Matt is... Oh, I see. I think Rizzo might actually go with Matt's plan. Just because I don't know. Well, we'll see. Getting Nate out would be smart because he's really good. But Jason doesn't want to work with any of them. So that's why they want to vote him out. Because they know that he is attached to his old tribe mates. So whenever there's a merge... they're going to have to worry about him coming back together with those other teammates. But if they vote him out right now, they don't have to worry about that. Matt, they can figure out later down the line. They already know Matt's a little snaky. So we'll see what happens. All of their faces are like, because this is the first time they've been to tribal. Sophie's just sitting there like, yeah, been there, done that. They're talking about dipping the fire, and here we go. So Matt is surprised that Sophie was kind of like tucked up under all of their wings and that now it's between him and Jason for the vote, essentially, of like who could go home. So they're both now realizing, well, I would say Jason figured it out on the beach because they kind of told him that to his face. But Matt wasn't aware of that because Matt was too busy running around trying to devise that plan against Nate. So we'll see what happens. Oh, shit. Nate's talking about the fact that his name was thrown out today. He's basically calling it out at tribal council. But Savannah basically did the same thing for Jason because she was like, you said you wanted to be loyal to your old tribe. You're not going to work with me, so what's the point of keeping you? See, they're sitting there saying that they don't know what they presented, but they do. They were all involved in those conversations. Matt knows what he said. He knows he threw Nate under the bus, but so does Jason. Jason knows what he said, and he says that he is going to stay loyal to his old team. So Matt's kind of in hot water right now. And Jason is still playing dumb. I hope I said the right things to, like, be on the right side of the vote. You know if you did or not. Or you know what you said, essentially. I like the analogy that Jawan used. He's like, all right, so there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, right? So 2 of them are on the outs. He goes, well, it's like we have this little family of 5, essentially, and we've got these 2 friends that keep coming over, aka Matt and Jason, the 2 that are potentially getting voted out, like what they've devised, because these 5 people are the ones that are the voting block, essentially. This is what they call majority rules. So those 5 have decided to vote together as a majority, a voting block, if you will, and it's coming down between Matt and Jason, supposedly. But what he's saying is, we're a family of 5, and you, these 2 friends that come over, and you want to hang out with the family, but you don't come over all that often, so here you are now, we're all at this function together, and you're trying to fit in, but one of you is talking about your family over here, and they're not even in the picture. So what he's saying over here is, why don't you just try to be present with us right now, because this is where we're voting. And if you want to be a part of this vote, you know, throw your vote over here and kick the other person out, then you need to pay attention to this family and forget about that family, because he's talking about wanting to be with this old tribe. So if I could explain that and kind of help you guys understand what's going on at Tribal Council tonight for episode 4, that's how I would explain that. And I think I love Tribal Councils for this reasons, because the way that people explain what they're thinking, the analogies that they use, like the references that they use, the way that they try to skirt around saying what they're trying to say, but still getting it out there. This is my favorite part of the episode, like period, any episode, because it's just so telling into the socialism, the social aspect of this game, and it's beyond me. I love it. So Nate is now calling out Matt, because he's like, I didn't throw anybody's names out. He's like, well, you did to me. He also threw up Nate's name earlier in the day, which is why Nate is calling him out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I don't like the fact that Jason wants to be with the other team still at Merge. So I think that's the only way Matt is going to save himself, is because Jason is too old loyalty blind. I have to say, I am surprised that Jason didn't play his shot in the dark, but I'm also not surprised, because if he had a better feeling, excuse me, you have to understand that these people are literally living together. They know, I got the hiccups now. They know what these other people are saying, how they're acting, like they're starting to understand their mannerisms, the way that they say one thing, but it means another thing. A look means this, and a sigh means that kind of thing. So Jason may not have played his shot in the dark for those reasons. They may have given him some kind of inkling that he's not the one going home by the time they got there. Or in Tribal Council, he just felt confident enough, or risky enough, if you will, to not play his shot in the dark, and it paid off. I do think Jason is going to play his shot in the dark, because I think he is very scared that he's going to go home. There's a shark on the voting bag. Matt threw out Nate's name. Sophie voted Jason out. And there's one right back to Matt from Nate. That's now at least 3 names that have been thrown out. This is wild. There's only 7 people voting. That means they only need 3 to go home. Well, I guess not. Technically, 2 could send them home if everybody else got a 1 vote. If anybody else voted for Nate, he's gone. So Nate's shaking his head like, yeah, I knew that was coming. Matt knew it was coming. Uh-oh. There's one for Jason. Here we go. Ooh! Come on, Jeff. Give us 2. Oh, there's 2 for Jason. All right. Come on. Oh, yeah, I'm going to make you guys wait for this one with me. There's another one for Matt. It's tied again. So now it is 3 votes to go home. Unless there's another one for Nate. Come on. A 3rd for Matt. So there's 1 vote left. This could tie it up. Oh, is it Matt? Nah, it's Matt. Yeah, he went home. Nobody could trust him. Like, what are you going to do? Nobody can trust you. You literally threw out Sophie's name, Sophie's name, Matt's name. He is Matt. You threw out Jason's name, you threw out Nate's name, and you threw out Sophie's name. That's 3 people right there that are going to vote you out. So, not surprised. All right, so we made it through the end of Survivor episode 4. That was pretty good. I'm not surprised at who went home. If you guys haven't seen that yet, go watch the other videos, of course. And there are spoilers posted in the video right before this of who went home. So, I'm going to be now moving on to Dancing with the Stars, and then we're going to come back around and make our way back to Amazing Race towards the end of the night. So, stick with me here. You'll see an outfit change very shortly for, Amazing Race, for Dancing with the Stars. I'll see you in a minute.